The objective for today is I can add two-digit numbers with regrouping, with branching, and the algorithm. So yesterday we did right to left compared with the algorithm. Today we're going to use branching with the algorithm. So again, today is a day where you can watch me go through these examples. If you would like to join in, you may. And then tomorrow we'll do more algorithm. So let's focus today on branching and the algorithm. Our first problem is going to be 43 plus 38. So let's first set up our two problems. With branching, remember we first set up our two add-ins. So 43, 40, and 3. 38 is going to be 30 and 8. And then for algorithm, I like to turn my paper sideways and use those columns. So I'm going to line up 43 and 38, my ones and my tens. Let's come back over to branching and let's start in our ones. Always start on the right side in our ones. And let's add together 8 plus 3. 8 plus 3 equals 11. So I know though I can't have 11 ones. So we take our 110 and move it into our tens. Now with algorithm, same thing. We start in our ones, 3 plus 8. 3 plus 8 equals 11. And just like yesterday, we're going to put our 1 in our ones and our 110 in our tens. So do you see how this is my regrouped 10 over here in the algorithm? Same thing over in branching. Here is my regrouped 10. Now let's add together our tens. 10 plus 40 plus 30. 40 plus 10 is 50. 50 plus 30 more, 50, 60, 70, 80. So my tens total is 80. Over here in algorithm, I have 1 plus 4 plus 3. 1 plus 4 is 5, and 3 more is 8. So let's check. Here I have the expanded form of my answer, 80 plus 1. I ignore this one because it was regrouped. 80 plus 1 is 81. My answer over here is 81. I got the same answer on both, so I do not need to go back and recheck everything. I am good to go. Let's look at our next example. It is 29 plus 65. All right, think to yourself, how would I set up my two different problems? With branching, I'm going to do my two different add-ins. So I'll have 29 and 65. And with algorithm, we're going to line it up, one right on top of the other. Okay, so now we need to add our ones. Let's start with branching. I have 9 ones plus 5 ones. How many ones would that be? 14 ones. But can I have 14 ones? No, so I'm going to take my 110 and move it over into my tens column. Same thing with algorithm. 9 plus 5 is 14. I'm going to keep the 4 in the ones and move my 10 to the tens. Now let's add up all of my tens. I have 10 plus 20 plus 60. 10 plus 20 is 30. 30 plus 60 is 90. Now let's come over to my algorithm. 1 plus 2 plus 6. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 6 is 9. 94. Let's check. Did I get the same answer with branching? I sure did. So 29 plus 65 equals 94. Okay, so here's our last problem for today. I have 93 plus 27. With branching, let's start with my two add-ins. 93. Are there any hundreds in 93? No. Are there any tens in 93? There are. I have 9 tens, so I know 9 tens is worth 90. And how many ones are in 93? 3. Let's move on to 27. How many hundreds are in 27? None. How many tens? 2 tens, and how much is that worth? 20. And how many ones? 7. Very good. Now, setting it up for the algorithm, 93 plus 27, I want to write it vertically. So I'm going to write 93 plus 27. Okay, let's go back to branching and start in my ones. 3 plus 7. Ooh, that's a friend of 10. I know that 3 plus 7 is 10. Can I have 10 ones? Nope. So I'm going to take my 110 and move it into my tens. All right, let's look at the algorithm. 3 plus 7 is 10. I keep my ones in the ones. And where do I put my 10? In the tens. Let's move back over to branching. Let's add my tens. 10 plus 90 plus 20. I know 10 plus 90 is 100. And then 20 more would be 120. Can I have 100 in the tens? I can't. Ooh, so we're going to do double regrouping on this one. And we're going to bring this 100 into the hundreds column. So same with algorithm, I have 1 plus 9 plus 2. 1 plus 9 is 10. 2 more is 12. So I'm going to keep that 2 in my tens. And let's add my 100 up top in the hundreds column. Let's go back to branching. 100 plus 0 is just 100. So when I'm looking at my answer here, it would be 120 because I don't have any ones. Now let's come over and let's add my hundreds. I have 100 from my regrouping. Plus 0 is just 1. So my answer from branching was 120. My answer from the algorithm was 120. So we know we got that one correct. Your independent practice for today is going to be a Google Slides activity, and it's just adding multiples of 10 and adding multiples of 100. We've done a lot of practice with just our single digit facts, and so I wanted to do some more practice with our multiples. So on your Google Slides, you'll just type your answers into these orange boxes. Same with the hundreds. And these should be able to be done in your head. Remember, sometimes when I'm thinking about 60 plus 10, I think 6 tens plus 1 10. So 6 plus 1 is 7, but it's 7 tens. So use those mental math strategies in order to solve these. And when you finish, you can submit it in Edgenuity. You can either download it as a PDF and submit it that way, or you can share it through Edgenuity with your Google Drive. Just please make sure that you share it with us so that we have access to open it. Thanks.